September 25th, 2021. These videos are not advice of any kind. Man, I gotta tell you, sure glad the week is over. Holy smokes. You know, I thought it was just going to be an interesting week in the stock market, which it was. And the stock market did rebound. And I did get a chance to add to my short position, which is good. But holy smokes, you know, this is how they destroy people, you know. This is how they destroy people. I mean, I really feel for the nurses. You know, I really feel for the nurses. Holy smokes. Can you imagine? I mean, with the completely getting kicked out, doctors losing their licenses, it's crazy. So with me, what happened this week is I sent them a notice of liability to my employer, and I explained that they are affecting my health and they're liable for that. And also I also said that if under duress I do end up taking the vaccination, then they will be fully liable for any short-term or long-term side effects. You know, I tell you, even if they did say, even if they gave me a guarantee that they would take the full responsibility, I still wouldn't take it. But I wanted to see what they would say. And of course they said no. Of course they will not take any liability for any side effects. They said that if I do have any side effects, then that will be covered by the extended health plan. But, you know, if I'm permanently disabled or whatever, or die, right, they're not going to take any responsibility for that. Only what's covered by the extended health plan, which I guess does cover disability and there's some life insurance in there as well. But that's about it, right? They wouldn't be responsible above and beyond that, right? So yeah, they after I sent that letter, they called me in for a conversation, and it was kind of a childish conversation. Actually, it was just like kindergarten kids going back and forth. You know, no, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. It's kind of like that, right? So basically they said that they're not forcing me to do anything because they're giving me the option to work from home. So They're not forcing me to do anything. I've got the choice, and that they're not liable because I'm not losing my job. They're just, protecting everybody. They're fighting a global pandemic. They're saving the world. And so I'm just basically not allowed. I'm not allowed into the office, but doesn't mean I can't do my job. And but it is most likely, going to affect my income. But they're saying, oh, I shouldn't think it like that, because it doesn't mean anything, right? They're saying that I could still be doing well. I could still be doing well even from home, so it's all up to me. So that's my situation. I'm going to be transferring to go work from home starting October 1st. But I really feel for the nurses, and for all the other people that are losing their jobs and are being forced into this at their own risk, right? So last night it was really tough to wind down. Blood pressure was really high. In the morning it was 151 over 105, and then same in the evening. I couldn't sleep. I took a long hot bath and had a huge cup, like an extra large cup of my sleeping potion. Did that around 11 p.m. And then around 1 p.m. I finally started feeling myself winding down and getting sleepy.
I've got lights on them too.
And the tiredness finally really came. And around 1 a.m., I measured my blood pressure again. And by then it had finally really come down. It had come down a lot. It was below 120 for the systolic and below 80 for the diastolic. So it came down to a really nice level. And then I fell asleep and slept for 9 hours like a rock. So, without waking up at all during the night to go to the bathroom, even though I had such a big amount of that sleeping potion, I didn't wake up to go to the bathroom. But when I woke up in the morning, I really, really had to go. But it slept through the whole night like a rock, like such a deep sleep. So finally, yesterday I had that meeting yesterday with the vice president. And so eventually, the stress started coming off. And finally I wound down and fell asleep last night. So one of my goals, the focus for this past week was supposed to be sleep. But man, was that a failure? And that just shows you what happens. You know, that's how they destroy people. That's the stress and the anguish that people have been going through for over a year and a half. You know, it's going to be 2 years soon. And that's the effects on the health, right? I've got it all well documented here on my channel, right? It's crazy how these things affect your health. The stress. So I went to work today. It's Saturday, right? But I went to work today. I can make up some of the time that I missed. I'm trying to make this my last bad day. So I'm really proud of myself. Actually, during this whole week, I managed not to cave into the coffee. I caved into a lot of the things, my whole eating plan went out the window. But I managed not to do the coffee. You know, so that's great. I didn't. I had some drinks during the week, some alcohol. I had sugar, lots of sugar. So everything kind of went out the window because of the stress. But I managed not to go back to the coffee, which is fantastic. And I'm trying to make this my last bad day here. I want to get back on track starting tomorrow. So just right now I did something which I haven't done for many months. I had a couple of mama burgers from A&W. I'm drinking a root beer right now. So I really want to make this my last bad day and get back on track tomorrow. Actually, tonight I'm going to have some salmon with Brussels sprouts and get back on track with the eating and hopefully sleeping and everything else. So I'm still really lucky, right? I can't imagine what would have happened, like if I had just completely lost my job because of these Nazi ideology making a comeback. You know, I don't know. It's just that's really how they destroy people, right? It wouldn't. If I had just completely lost my job now, what would I do? I mean, I really feel for these people, and I really want to help them actually, and I want to stand with them. I'm going to actually start reaching out and looking and for ways I can help. So we'll be in touch. Cheers.